like, to me, she was stunning. Very funny, but wow, what a knockout.
I gave birth to her.
No,
Known fact.
I heard that.
We're streaming live on Facebook. Why does that sound like somebody's urinating, JC Best?
Streaming live sounds like someone's urinating. Yeah,
I
I can
don't want to make a joke about the homeless, but I'm just saying.
see.
Sounds fishy. Let me make sure this is really live. I've been fooled. Okay, it's really live.
Is it really?
Yes.
Nice.
Say something to the people while I go find your bio, because I have to read it.
Well, my bio is super long-winded. You can just say this, this brown kid we picked up on 72nd and Martin Luther King Boulevard. Nothing crazy.
Awesome. Hey, you guys, welcome to Comic Spot. We got the coolest. He's looking out the window. He hates this stuff. We got the coolest guy. Everybody in New York City loves him. If you have not met this if you haven't met this really fun comedian, I'm sorry. I'm not a cougar yet, but it's early.
I like cougars. I'm a big cougar fan.
He's the nicest, and everybody speaks well of him.
Wow.
Yes. And he's doing a couple really cool things, and we're going to chop it up here. And welcome to Comic Spot, the amazingly talented, diverse. I don't know why I use the word diverse. Now I just sound racist.
I think I put it in your mind.
Leave it to the old people to screw everything up. Christy will tell you I've never gotten through one introduction without messing it up.
You're doing amazing.
Welcome to the stage, JC Best. He's the best. Woo! Hi.
What an intro, babe. Thank you so much for that.
I'm so happy to have you. I can't wait to get to know you. I've been to New York and never met you.
How is that possible? And I'm on your Facebook and everything. I feel like I know you. Isn't social media lies to us and make us feel like we really know the people, even though we've never met them?
It's so crazy. I feel like it could turn me into a stalker. So
you're this close, huh? Where do you live if you're not? I thought you lived in New York. So where do you live?
So I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon. Then I went.
So many cool people come from Portland.
What?
So many cool people come from Portland, Oregon.
Do they? Like Tanya Harding, D.B. Cooper, Jane Russell with her Cross Your Heart bra. You want me to go on?
Tanya Harding comes from Portland, Oregon.
Well, they don't want her. They say she comes from the other side of the river in Vancouver, but I skated in Portland, so.
Wait a minute. Vancouver is the white trash of that area?
Yes. Yes.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
There's a comedian in Vancouver, Portland, and if you haven't heard of him, you should, because he's the king of dark comedy out west. His name's Alex Avery.
Ooh, I've never heard of him. I have to look him up.
He can go dark, man.
Oh,
and he's like my son.
Wow.
And I don't mess around with you want to be my son? I don't mess around with my sons.
Wow. You really love this guy.
Yeah. No, he's a cool kid. Everybody should adopt him.
Well,
but we're here to talk about you. Who's cool in Portland? I never met one cool person. Just kidding.
I have not, like, when you say he's super dark and you speak so special of him, I really like that, because I hate to say this, but I don't really find a lot of people, comics that do it for me or just make me feel something, even if I don't agree, just make me feel something. So, it's good that you found someone that makes you feel something.
Right? Thank you. Now, I know that you can be really edgy, because like you can go and push the envelope and do it very well.
Oh, thank you.
So that's exciting, because there's so many, pardon the word, there's so many vanilla comics out there. Here I go again with colors, but there are so many bland comedians. Am I right?
I just love life, and I think that we have to have a human record of all the things that we've experienced, and that means you can't be afraid to address any topic, no matter what it is. this is our job to kind of leave a mark on this earth and say this is what we learned from this experience. And if we're not willing to laugh at crazy shit, then I don't know what you're willing to do. I don't know what you're
Thank
talking about.
you.
I don't
Thank you. Can I go back to the very roots of when you were born and where you were born and how you became funny? And I'm sorry I said roots.
Oh my god! Now you're catching stuff I'm not even catching, Linda. That's good. All right. You are a little racial. I like it. I like it.
Everybody assumes if you're an old lady, you're racist. So I play with it.
Oh my goodness. My mother was quite a gal, and she had 4 children by her previous husband, and then she changed her life after a life of some drugs and violence and a crazy rock star life my mom was living. She turned her life over to the Lord, and while I was in the womb, the story goes, she committed me to be a minister of God because she wanted to sacrifice something because she had lived such a life of whatever. And out I came. Sorry, Ma. I did become a preacher, but it wasn't for me. I was an actual uh, preordained but salaried minister of the one of the daughter churches of the Worldwide Church of God. I don't know if you know that, but it's an Armstrongism church, and these were really, I mean, some people call them cults, but they're very serious about the Bible. And anyway, they saw that I had a good smile. You know, I was one of the good ones, and I was given the awesome opportunity to work on behalf of the Lord. And feed the kids. And I just it just didn't work out for me. I was too gay, not like all faggy, but like, I wasn't living I didn't feel good. I was married at the time. I was trying to fulfill what I thought everybody wanted me to do, but it just wasn't me.
Yes.
So, I eventually left, and I made a lot of money in corporate America, and I did this and I did that, and I've been fired from about 118 different white people. I will never work for anybody else again. And I just started doing comedy because things got so movie like. I was like, this has got to be a movie. This has got to be a fucking movie. So I'm going to just start doing stand up. And I did. And 6 years later, here we are.
Wow. Look at all you've done in 6 years. Take
Um,
us through everything you've accomplished. I want you to brag about yourself.
you mean all the things I've quit?
All the everything like you've accomplished in your 6 years of comedy would be so interesting to hear.
I
It would save me
really.
from having to do research.
Oh yeah, I love talking about this stuff. So this is so cool. I started out with a series called Comedians Why We're Messed Up. And I interviewed people in the community who I knew had dirty bits that I had either heard or had rumors of. And I said, let's do a series on why they wrote the bits. So we did a series with Jenny Sedania, who has breast cancer and had she talks about how she got stuff from her stomach to because she had a mastectomy, and she jokes about breast cancer and losing titties and having and all this crazy cancer shit. And I had to have her, and we talked about that and just amazing stuff. I talked to Ayana Dookie, who has lupus. I talked to Christopher Crespo, who I started out with, who I can't remember the disease, but he's got the little nubs, the little Tyrannosaurus Rex. He drove me around while we did the interview. He drove me. I interviewed him while this guy drives. And we talked about how just because he has this and his feet are like that too, it hasn't stopped him. He has girlfriends, he has jobs, he has things. We talked about how he feels when people look at him, because as soon as he comes into a room, people always look at him. I just learned so much about how people cope amongst crazy circumstances, and it was just it was awesome, 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 awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. I grown a lot in the last 6 years. I had a podcast called Trans Talk with Dina Marie, who's Al Martin of Broadway Comedies. That's his daughter. She manages the joint, or did for many years. And Dina was the first trans person I had oh God, what do you call this? I would say a relationship because it's more than a friendship. She changed my entire life.
That's
Changed
so
my
cool.
life.
She's a
She,
beautiful person.
oh my God, that girl is just so wonderful. I could get emotional talking about her because she really, people, there are certain people who do have impacts on your life. And I was homophobic, transphobic, even though I done fucked trans and homo people. I done fucked everything, okay? And I was homophobic, transphobic, self-phobic, this phobic, that phobic. And here this is a girl who has just thought is like she almost lives her life like she has no other choice but to be completely authentic. And I was like, what is this? You're not like even gonna fake, you're just gonna always be yourself, you know? I remember walking with her down the street and I felt everyone's eyes on us. I could feel everyone looking, and I would look and I said, "Oh, they're looking at us." And I'm because I'm aware that. How do I say this? I'm aware.
Say it.
I feel like trans women. Even I know that their desire is to look just like a woman and all that. But you know what I say, trans people? I say, be who you are, whatever you look like, whatever you are, baby. Just embrace your own beauty, and sometimes there are trans women who do look a little more masculine, or maybe not masculine is the word, but they look they haven't completely whatever. Anyway, this is not the case with Dana, but my insecurities were such, I'm a trans person, so everyone's staring at her. Everyone's staring at her. And I would tell her, I was like, all these people are looking at you, and she'd be like, I just tell myself that everyone is looking at me because they love what they see and they think I'm
Ah,
beautiful. And I mean, what am I supposed to do? Feel like people are looking at me because there's something wrong with me, like I'm a freak? She's like, so I just tell myself that everyone thinks I'm beautiful, and that's how I live. I could have broke down right then. I could have broke down, and now I'm with her. We're on the train. We're humping. I'm fucking trying to take her away from her boyfriend now. She's got a wonderful relationship, but I'm so like I don't see any of that now. It's like I don't even think about that. I connect with people. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, trans, gay. I don't give a fuck. The person is who I connect with, and I got that from Dina
that-
and that whole experience.
that's beautiful. You
Yeah.
couldn't be a better podcast guest if you tried.
You're just so nice, I think. That's what I think. A little racist, but hey, aren't what do you think of the Karen situation? Have you called the cops on some black people? I know I have.
I'll tell you what, I come from Portland, Oregon, and we have a coffee bar on every corner. And one of my jokes is, like I'm sick and tired of all these fruity, notey flavors. Like I just want something black and hot, and I want it in a mug.
Ah, ah, black and
You
hot.
can fit whatever you got in a mug. I'm all there. And just put Karen on every, but we're all white and entitled there. You have no idea how racist Portland, Oregon was.
Wow.
Yep.
But I always hear great things about it, how super liaison fair, like liberal, laid back, everyone respects everyone's da 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 da. I find some liberals are just because you're liberal don't mean you can't be racist or homophobic or any of those things.
They don't see color there anymore because they chased them all out. They
Ah!
gentrified every neighborhood. So much
Wow, there's no
better.
more color for them to see. Wow.
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
I call them on it. And then
Good
people
for you.
assume I'm racist.
No, no, no. You're a doll. You're a doll. I want to call you doll. I don't know why. Doll, doll.
Do you want to hear my Michael Jackson joke now that you like me?
Oh, I'm scared. Not a Michael Jackson joke. No. What are we gonna do?
It's about Oregon. It's really not Michael. Well, kind of. So I have this joke that, Oregon, they are famous for one thing. The movie Free Willy, it was filmed in Oregon. And
Wow.
Michael's theme song. And the movie, it was famous because it grossed over $70 million.
Wow.
And boy, did that money come in handy later on for legal fees.
Oh,
Michael freed his own Willie. Allegedly, that does not make me sound racist one bit.
There's nothing racist about that bit. are,
That's it.
are we allowed to listen to Michael Jackson music and R. Kelly music?
Yes, we are. I'm not canceling nothing.
All right, there you go. If it's good music, I don't care. I'm listening to it, baby. I don't care. That has nothing to do with nothing else. I'm listening to that music.
I'm having trouble though, JC. I can't make any decisions since Oprah's been off TV.
Really?
She used to tell me what to think, what to read, what to wear.
Oprah is, my father would used to say, if Oprah said the sky was blue, I wouldn't believe her. I'm like, but Dad, she's rich. That's all that matters. It's all that matters to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm big fans of I'm big fans of all that stuff. I don't know. I like Oprah. I like Deepak Chopra. I love, oh man, there's another guy. Oh, you know what? Sandguru. It's an Indian guy with a big beard. The things I used to teach and learn in the Christian church, God bless the Christians, but it ain't got nothing on these guys. Okay.
Wow.
It ain't got nothing. Joe Dispenza is another one. And these are guys that talk about manifestation, and they've got scientific proof to back it up. And I'm like, bro, this is getting kind of crazy. Okay. I'm following one guy, and he says, you can't wait till you get there to feel the good feeling. You have to feel the feeling now, which will then fucking, manifest or attract the future life that you want. But you don't wait till you get there. You feel it now, and then it comes. And I'm like, bro, don't do this. Don't do this. Is this really the real shit? Because I'll do this shit. I be going out, I'll be popping bottles, Linda. I just be partying. I be buying all types of shit I don't have any business doing. I'm living like a rock star right now, baby.
Talk to me about things you've done in comedy since you got into it that you're proud of, that we need to know you did.
I think, what else do we want to do? Well, I kissed Jesus goodbye in Amen with JC Best. So I had a 10 episode project where I put the clerical collar back on, and I really faced my demons with the Christian church. And we did a lot. We pushed the limits. We from the very first episode, we rolled a joint with the Bible paper. And we're we're doing a lot of shit. We're pushing limits. We had a Satanist on. They don't call themselves Satanists. What do they call themselves? Fuck.
Satan worshiper?
Well, it's the Church of Satan. Is the Church of Satan, but they don't really call themselves devil worshippers, but they don't care. They troll a lot. Really, all they are is glorified atheists. That's all they are. Is that they just believe that they are the ones who set their destiny. That's it. That's all they believe. And we set it up to have like a nice little debate. But by the end of the debate, I was like, I get it. I get it. So we had Buddhism on, and we just really faced religion. And at the end of it, I did a little little meditational thing, a big thing. And I kind of said goodbye to Jesus. Jesus has been an amazing force in my life for the time that I've been on the earth so far. But thank you, Jesus. I'm going to take it from here. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I appreciate me always being able to feel like you've got my back. And I still think you're a cool guy, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take it from here, and I'm going to do this journey.
Absolutely.
And, I feel good saying I'm not a Christian anymore. I'm not a Christian anymore. And
good.
If you are a Christian, great. I support you and I celebrate you. But I've moved on.
I was born into a family where my parents survived the Holocaust.
Nice.
But good news, they were part of the Holocaust that did exist, not the other one.
Oh, not the fake one. Oh my God. Wow.
I'm
Okay. So
sorry.
with
I'm not only am I racist, I can make social statements.
Jesus. So I can pass gas around those type of Jews and they won't get offended because they don't. It's not so sensitive around gas, huh?
Yeah, it's like gas, I pass.
Yeah, man. Our backgrounds. So, what religion are you, Linda?
So
What?
then in my parents, my mom was German Christian, my father was German Jewish, and they never got along. So I became a Christian,
A what?
a Christian. And
A,
my dad was so mad that I left Judaism, like I'd ever had any input on what it was. It was, I hate Jesus. It was that sect of Judaism.
oh, right, right, right. Did
That
they?
led me to Jesus. And then, like me, I raised a daughter alone, and in 96 got hit by a drunk driver, and my daughter had to take care of me, and it was too much for her. So she walked out of my life, and I've had trouble talking to Jesus ever since. So I'm on the edge. I'm like, really?
Let me
Did I
tell you what.
deserve this?
Let me tell you what I think, babe. And this is just something I've stumbled upon, and I don't mind it because my intuition tells me it. So it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. This is what my intuition says. We are all expressions of God. So if God is a source, or don't be so romantic, if there is an original source out there somewhere, whatever, something that this came from, we are this. We're kind of a creation of that. So we are, in essence, God, if you will. So I really think this whole idea of being um, subject to another person, I don't think that's the key. I think the key is to listen to what's inside, whatever it is that's showing you to live the best version of yourself and fulfill whatever dreams you have. Do that. And when you start to deviate from that, that's the sin. That's the only sin, is if you deviate from what you know you're supposed to do and who you're supposed to be. Great, but there's no other sin. Do whatever, do live life to the full. Do it. That's it. That's what you must do. You know? So I think Jesus would like that. He did what he had to do. We do what we had to do. Come on, man. You know?
I know a lot of my Christian friends would not be happy with what I said, but I got to tell you, I got to be honest. It's been hard.
Yeah. Honesty is best.
Yeah, I think God, the higher power, whatever it is that people believe, I believe there is a God, and I believe that God way out there, I feel like I don't know that he's listening to me right now because I'm having trouble with his decisions, but that's okay. At some point, maybe we'll get our stuff together, but he's got some shaping up to do.
What is the still voice? When it says listen to the still voice, what is that?
I don't know. That's kind of like when a comic that's way ahead of you says, your set was pretty good, but you need to learn to read the room. It's like, what? What the hell is
We
that?
were just talking about that yesterday. That's so funny you say that. I don't know. Whatever happened to intuition? I've been reading a lot of books lately, and intuition is a big thing I keep coming across. What is that? I mean, why are we so afraid to listen to our intuition? Why do we go out there for the answers when the answers might be right in here?
Thank you.
I
So
don't.
true, JC.
Mm-hmm.
So were you born JC, or did this become a stage name, by the way?
Juan Carlos is my real name, but who wants to say that? That's a mouthful, right? And then they expect you to speak the yada yada. Oh, your name is Juan Carlos? Oh my God! Go, dang, 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 it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry. So we just had to go with something simpler, you know. The JC sounds like Juan Carlos, but with the religious background, people have started to look at it like a Jesus Christ type of thing. And it kind of fits. I'm not stopping it. I do have a religious background. So let's see where it goes. I go where the money goes, Linda. Where does the money go? Huh?
You know what? the not to make fun of Christianity, however, the phrase
as we do.
the phrase "What would Jesus?" Remember the bracelets? What WWJD? It's like I don't think he'd wear a bracelet with the cross laying down, but
Nice, exactly. That's true. That's very
but you
true.
know, being true to the other side of me as a Jew, he'd probably sell it.
Oh my God. Well, Jesus was about his money. He kicked out the money changers, so he don't play around with his coin. He don't play
Yeah.
around with his coin.
You
Yeah,
got
this
things.
is
You got
great.
things you've done, and you got who you opened for that you're so proud of, or who has opened for you. Like
Linda,
Seinfeld, did he open for you yet?
Linda, this is so exciting that you're asking me these questions. I was just talking about how every time I've opened for someone, I've bombed. And I used to be like, fuck, what am I doing? I'm bummed. And then, you know what I started like thinking about the positive and everything that's bad that happens. I might not be an opener comic. That's not my future. I don't think my destiny with my material, if I'm going to stay true to myself, I'm not an opener, you
Get
know?
that.
I do well on stage. Last night we had a show. I just, oh God, I miss it so much. And it was amazing. And I just, I'm very comfortable with who I am. But if you put me on at the first comic, those people, we're going to figure out the character of those people real quick. But you can. Who have I opened for? I don't know anyone of repute. I mean, I've worked with Nori Davis and Godfrey and
Wow.
God, all these guys, all these mid-level guys. I call them mid-level. I don't know if they're mid-level, whatever. They're the guys, whatever. And I love them all. I think every single person, I just don't know people's names. I know they're all very talented, very funny, haha, talented, and I wish them the best. I have a different path. I do different things. This album we're going to talk about, hey, this is different. This is not, I am not the same as everybody else.
Talk to me about your album.
It's called Christian Comedy, and it's 10 tracks that are animated. It's an animated comedy album. I don't know anyone else is doing that, but the whole album is animated on side A, and there are a bunch of oh god, crazy cartoons over the jokes that I've made in the past 4 years. I'm addressing Trump's not Trump, the environment that existed under Trump. I don't care about Trump. I think he's
Me
so
neither.
funny. I've been very thoroughly entertained by him, and sorry, but I've never feared him not once. I've never feared Trump not one time. And I'm a black. I'm the person he's supposed to be, So the truth is, though, the environment was very hysterical these last 4 years. Everybody really, really was going crazy. And the comedy industry suffered. A lot of pussy ass comedy, I thought. And I was bombing in the basement doing a very particular type of material. And it's on this album. And it's a satirical commentary on the hysteria that was when Trump was president and everything we went through from Me Too to him calling Haiti shithole countries and just everything that happened. The fucking Karen's going wild and Planned Parenthood was about to get shut down. We've gone through a lot of crazy shit the last 4 years, and the jokes that I was telling, woof, they hurt and they're so fun and they're so great, and I'm so happy with myself. But man, we went through a lot of bombs to find this material. These are different cell phone recordings and shit. We went through a lot of bombs. And finally we found gold, man. And I was like, wow, I did well. I couldn't believe it. My producers working on it. They fucking, it was like Hurricane Katrina water, bro. They were just fucking waddling through shit. It was Flint, Michigan water. It was terrible, but they got through some good stuff, and I'm telling a story, and wow, it's a story. It's an amazing story. That's side A. Side B, there's a side B that has 10 more tracks. There's interludes that weave in and out of the bits. There's musical bits, and I'm also rapping on the album. I've rapped, written, and performed 2 songs. And honestly, I'm really happy with them. I'm like, they could be radio songs. I'm like, whoa, am I a rapper? I think my name should be DJ Gentrification. Like, um, because I'm also moving grandmothers out of their home. But the bottom line is, it's been a wild ride, and it's not your regular album. It's really different. I don't know. You've got some of the tracks. If you want to read some of the tracks off the Ten Commandments there.
Want me to go to it right now?
If you are you allowed to say those words?
Oh, sure.
Oh, great.
Let me put on my glasses. You want me to read the names of the tracks?
You don't have to read all of them. Read whatever sticks out at you.
Okay, perfect. So I have to make it larger. I like everything large. Okay.
I bet.
Side A, it looks like the Ten Commandments. That's how it's on the tablet. And it says, number 1, thou shalt throw farewell parties for illegals. Holy Toledo. I don't read very well. Thou shalt not tell pedophile jokes at a kid's show.
That's a good tip for anyone.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Thou shalt fuck a Dominican before you die. Are you Dominican?
I am a Dominican. Just half Dominican, which means I only wear one sock at a time.
Thou shalt let your kids sleep over Michael Jackson's house. Sammy Sosa's face. What the fuck?
Yeah, now this Michael Jackson's house, this is one of the more unbelievable animations on the album. This is going to potentially cause some issues, but my argument, thesis statement is that I would have allowed my children to spend the night at Michael Jackson's house. I think he's giving out $800,000 homes. Why not, for the come up, like, I mean, come on, dude. Well, you'll get over it. We'll get you some therapy. Okay. We'll take care of you. But $800,000 homes, all you got to do is spend a couple nights. So we have an animation where this is animated in bit form, and boy, we're going to see what happens. I think we're going to have some either viral videos, or some people are going to be, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
So I'm going to listen to the whole album today because I've got nothing to do for 4 more hours. So I'm going to be listening. I didn't listen to it yet. Number 5 on the A side of the album. Thou shalt not be so fussy about rape.
Yeah, definitely. Come on, guys. Just like, can we talk about anything else? You gotta go with the flow. There's no rape in the gay community, I find, Linda. Rape in the gay community is just foreplay. That's kind of how you get it warmed up. You assault your boy and then you play Halo after that. I'm talking about the Beyonce song Halo, not the video game. The Beyonce song, you just sing Halo over and over.
In the loop. Number 6, if God wants the pussy, give him the pussy.
Come on, man. Too many people getting Me Too'd. Morgan Freeman, they Me Too'd Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman plays God in every movie. How are you going to say God made the pussy? If God wants the pussy, give him the pussy. It's God.
I would have given mine to George Burns.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. Doesn't he live forever?
I definitely would for Billy Crystal, but he doesn't.
Whoa, you're digging in the vault. You're digging in the vault.
Thou shalt use Planned Parenthood before it shuts down.
Of course. You got a few more weeks to use it, guys. What now? Pence is out, so they might bring it back. But it was looking pretty bleak. Therefore, now what's the Supreme Court justice situation? Don't we have more conservatives than liberals on the Supreme Court justice?
I don't know. I never got past the fact that they're wearing robes.
Oh.
I can't do my mind can't comprehend. I'm better than you because I'm Democrat or Republican or left or right. I can't do it.
Who do you vote for?
You're not gonna like me when I get done.
Can I say this? This is an amazing conversation we're having, and let me tell you why. Because you're getting uncomfortable. The
Yes.
fact that it is an uncomfortable thing to talk about is so I know what your answer is
Yep.
either going to be, I'm going to tell you what your answer is going to be, either you don't vote
Yep.
or you vote Republican. It's got to be one of those two.
And I would rather not vote than vote Republican.
Yeah.
Or Democrat. Fuck it.
Linda, I do not vote either. I knew you had a special energy about you. I've never voted. Oh, excuse me. I vote every day for myself. That's who I vote for. Every day I vote for myself. So I was talking to a guy we actually had a falling out, unfortunately, but he just could not get behind the fact that I would not vote. And then It's not just, let me just register you to vote for the process, the process, just about participating in the process. Then I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll vote for Trump. Go ahead and register me. I'm going to vote for Trump. He's like, okay, yeah, sure. But then he's like, but do you really want to do that? Oh, so you just want me to vote the way you want me to vote. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. This is a team sport.
You know what I hate about voting is that it divides us. And I don't want to be a part of something that divides us.
Sorry, guys, but I've got friends that are Republicans. I've got friends that are Democrats. I've got friends that are independent. I've just got friends, and whatever they do, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Vote for whoever you want. I think it's silly. But as long as you don't,
our vote counts. Give me a break.
Linda, I'm telling you, we can do whatever we want, no matter who the president is. I'm sorry. I don't care who the president is. I'm going to.
Just got done proving that.
Yeah, that's it.
We survived. Okay, so what's "thou shalt not hatfish" mean, JC Best?
You don't want to, you see, some people might be there looking at me and say, that guy's kind of, attractive, because I got the little hat. Look, I look kind of young and sexy, look at the swag. Look at the swag. I look like but Linda, if this hat comes off, this broadcast will shut the fuck down. Okay, you're gonna see me without this fucking weave. This is a male weave. Okay, it's a trick that we use to con you. It's called hat fishing. All right, there's cat fishing, and then there's hat fishing, and that's when you got like a guy who don't look too good without his hat, and sometimes his hat falls off somehow. Usually it's like a hurricane or something, and that hat come off, and you be like, God. And I tell a story about an inconvenient time where my hat came off in a club. I happened to be in a club and I hadn't shaved. So I had the hair that was, how bald niggas look like around the hair is around here and it's not on top. It was bad. It was very embarrassing. So it's a crazy story. That's also one of the good animations. Very hurtful for me, but fun for everyone else.
Wow. Isn't it crazy how the best comedy comes from the deepest pain?
It has to hurt. It has to hurt. It hurts first, and then you can laugh at it. But it's got to hurt you first. That's the good stuff right there. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't wait till I get to a point where I can make jokes about my daughter not talking to me.
I thought you were kind of joking about it earlier, no?
No, I haven't even, I struggle with whether or not it's sacrilegious to even talk about it. If it's, what would she do if she heard it?
She's not talking to you, so it doesn't matter, does it? You'll never know because you won't hear anything she says. Linda, you must talk about it, my dear. You must.
I have one joke that I've been wanting to say, but I'm so afraid that she'd hear it.
Let's talk about it. What's the joke?
I've only told Helene. Okay, so in the let's see, in 1980, I had an abortion. You know where I'm going?
Cracking up.
What?
I'm already cracking up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's funny from the start.
It's like, oh man, I aborted the wrong fetus. So bad. It's so bad on so many levels.
Wait a minute. Now, Linda, if I would have known that you was a savage like this, we could have had this long time ago. We could have met. That
None of my
is,
fans are gonna like me when I'm done with this interview. It's
oh, I
revealing more
think they
about
will
me
love
than
you
you.
even more. They'll love you even more. That was just, I just flipped on the bed. That was so funny. That
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
funny.
Thou shalt not fuck old white broads.
No, thou shalt. Thou
Thou
shalt.
shall.
Old white midget are the best, baby.
They are.
The absolute best because women, white women, unfortunately, you guys have the burden.
Did this
You
thing freeze?
carry around a lot of just responsibility all your life. It's just you're constantly having to apologize. Can you hear me?
No.
Oh
All of a
no.
sudden, I'll put on my microphone head.
Is it me? Can you hear me? Now I can't hear you. Hold on. Um, I don't know what happened. Hold on, let me see something. Can you hear me? I don't know. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. No, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
You?
Oh, there we go.
It was my microphone. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, back to you.
What were we saying?
I don't remember.
I think it was about your daughter's funny joke or something.
Yeah,
Oh no, old white women, why they're the best.
that's it.
You guys carry around a lot of repression, a lot of stress, Linda. You know, to be a white woman is very stressful. It looks exhausting. Okay, you always have to apologize. You have to speak in a nice voice. It's just a lot you deal on your shoulders. You have to care about everyone else's business to make sure the world is running the way it should. So you finally get to be an old white woman and you don't give a fuck about anything anymore. This is just the best. Oh, an older white woman that don't give a shit is the best person on the planet. I mean, they're the funnest to be around. They fuck the best. They're just a joy. They're just a joy. But it comes after years of just just white girl. Uh,
Boring.
oh God, just rights and everything. You just oh my God, oh my
You know, I want to say that on behalf of all white people out there, you send your fan mail to me. It's fine, even if it's hate mail. That white people have so much white privilege that they don't even know they have. That's
yeah.
how white we are.
Yeah, it's really crazy. And sometimes when I dream about being white, I feel like I would do so much better with your privilege than you. I'm actually practicing racism. I do have employees that I've hired, and they're majority white because black people. But the thing with white employees, I love talking down to them, and I don't know. It's like it feels really good. I discriminate against them. So I've got a couple like other race employees and I pay them more than the whites. And yeah, I don't know. It's just great to treat white people poorly. So I feel like if I was white, I don't know, I'd be a really good one.
I think that
I would know my privilege. I would know it. I would know it well.
I will sign away your ability to do this for the next 400 years.
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. Equal set. Now, see, even Steven. Yes. Yes.
Shut the
I
fuck up, white people.
oh yes, I do believe in beating white people. I did I fought one of my personal assistants one time. It was a story. Ended up having the cops were called, but you know, I'm not on a t-shirt. I'm here. So yeah, I agree. That the switch shoe on the other foot. We'll see how that goes.
You know, white people have been privileged from birth, from
Right,
conception,
right.
and they deny that they're white and privileged, which is so
Yeah,
stupid. It
it's
makes them
so
look
dumb.
worse.
It makes you look worse. Listen, I don't mind. Oh God, this is gonna sound so bad, but I really don't hate white people. I want to. I want to hate them so bad, but I just can't. I just I want what you have. I like what you have. I like what you are. Listen, don't kill people. How about that, guys?
Thank
All right,
you.
don't lynch people. Don't kill people. Everyone, that goes for everyone. All of you guys, just stop it. You're so silly. Stop killing people, but everything else is just like whatever, man. Just live your life, bro. Come on. Like, I don't care if white people have privilege, so-called privilege. Um, I am doing just fine. I wish people could just look internally instead of always blaming people.
Mm.
Yes, white people have been evil. Yes, they're evil. Yes, there's systematic racism. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, now what are you going to do? Are you just going to keep on blame? Are you going to go and tell people, hey guys, you're being systematically racist. You should change. You're going to ask for help from the people who are fucking you over, bro. You might as well just get it. You might as well just get it. Like you're going to wait for a long time. White people might do right by you, black people, but you're going to be waiting for a long time. So you might as well just get out there, baby. Get out there. You don't have a
Yes.
choice.
You know, I was born in 1951, and they
Mm.
didn't come, nobody told me the term that white privilege till it didn't even appear to white people until 1983.
Are you serious?
We didn't know such a thing was in existence. By the
Wow.
time that word came out to the white people, we had done our white privilege bank account was overdrawn
Ah,
AF.
you were overdrawn. Oh boy. Now the 50s, if I'm in the 50s, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I can see I can smell the white privilege. Now, yeah, I can feel and taste the white privilege, but it's not so, it's kind of like, bro, when I look at white people, I feel like, wow, I applaud them and I'm just like, well, anything they can do, I can do. I just tell my mind that, even if I'm lying to myself, I'm like, well, I can do this and I can do that and I can do that. What, am I supposed to go around and be like, I can't do this because Whitey on my back? Even if it's true, like, even if it's true, how do you live like that? It just, I don't know. It seems depressing. It seems
So
depressing.
you're like your own champion. You're like, I can do anything I set my mind to, no matter if they're making me feel like a lesser.
It wasn't always like that, Linda, but I mean, really, when you start hitting them 30s, that 3-0 is kind of like, well, shit, fuck. I'm getting nowhere fast doing. I might as well just make it happen already, And we just start trying, man. You start moving forward, you
In
know.
your life, who's been your biggest champion believing in you?
Oh boy. Ooh,
This is
good,
serious.
good question. Damn, I've had a lot of people not believe in me, but it's because I've reflected such negative energy. That's the honest truth. I didn't believe in myself, and I always listened to everybody else and what they thought. So I never knew who I was. Never.
Me too.
So people
Me
would start
too.
out believing me. I always. You might be able to then understand this. Would inspire people would see something in me, and then I would let them down. It feels I feel it affecting me here because it's a sore point. I've let a lot of people down who did believe me at one time.
I have two.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough to think about that. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to think about who they've let down. But who's believed in me consistently? I don't know who's believed in me consistently, but I love my mother so much, and I will shed a tear a lot. I shed a tear a lot thinking about how I want to do this also because I want to honor my mother's legacy, and everything she's been through, and she's felt like a failure in her life, and I never want my mom to feel like a failure. I never want that.
Wow.
And you know, I I go to the she's in a nursing home, she's got dementia, and I've got quite a few jokes about that on the album and in general. So when you talk about not wanting to do the joke of your daughter, I wholeheartedly disagree. Whatever you feel, do it, and beauty will come out of it. It starts out painful, but if you make a joke about it, that means you are trying to reason in your mind this situation. How do you make sense of the fact that your own flesh and blood that you fucking carried for 9 months and raised, even though you weren't perfect, just says she not gonna fucking fuck with you no more? That's something that you got to process. And I guarantee you, once you process and you heal internally, she will come to you. I guarantee it.
Wow.
And my mom, I made all types of jokes about her, and I feel closer to her than I ever have in my life. And I've always been a mama's boy, but now even more so. And I've done what I had to do to resolve this situation, because this is life, and I don't understand it. So I got to write something to make me understand what the fuck is happening. You know.
I like that encouragement. I'll start writing.
Good for you. And you won't have to write too hard, because I'm sure it's so the emotion is don't even write a joke. Just start with writing how you fucking feel about the situation. Watch the shit come out. Watch it. It's gonna be awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much for that. So you have an album coming out. You're also co-hosting with Christy Miller
Yeah,
on Christy Unleashed
yeah.
with
Now she,
JC Best.
now she calls it Christy uh, Unleashed with Christy Miller without JC Best. She's changed the name because I'm on a hiatus from the show because I'm working on the album, and we've been doing well, but we've been consistent. But a lot's going on with this Corona thing, and I don't want to blame any freaking Corona, but I know that for me, it's the only thing I would say Corona is I have to manage my time better, and part of it has been eating into our time. So she is going to have guest hosts for the next few months while I fucking finish this album, and then I'll return when the time is right. You know, I
Awesome.
love Christy. Christy is an opener for Paul Mooney, or used to be Paul Mooney, Andrew Dice Clay, and some of all these oldies but fucking goodies. And she's a savage fucking beast, and I've learned so much from her. I've learned a lot from Christy. That's a white bitch, but she's not like a Karen. She's like a Shaniqua. I don't know.
She is so a
She's
Shaniqua.
a white Shaniqua. That's a hood ratchet hoe. You don't fuck with no, yeah, we don't fuck with Christy. And she's just taught me so much. And I just like the fact she's so true to herself. So I've
Yes.
learned a lot from Christy. It's been great.
What else do you have coming out? You've got an album.
Yeah, so listen, we're not kidding. We're doing different things. I'm into the music. So I rapped a couple songs for the album, and then I just couldn't stop. And this is gonna sound goofy, but I'm starting to feel like an artist again, and I'm starting to find myself. And I don't feel like a comic. I don't feel like a haha comic. I'm not good at writing callbacks and good jokes. And do you see what he did there? I just talk my shit. That's not me. But I am an artist in that I can do a little comedy, but I really like music too. And I believe I haven't set a date, but I think in the next month I might set a date. I believe I'm going to come out with an actual music album next year in 2021. I've got 3 songs done already. I will only do an album with 7 songs. I'm not Christian anymore, but some of the stuff stuck. 7 is the number of completion. You see that in different religions, not just Christianity. Deepak Chopra talks a little bit about 7 laws of success and 7 here, and all that. So music, I've got some really great ideas. I've written them down. I've recorded 3 of the songs already. I think I might have an album of 7 songs that means something to me. And a couple of them sound like low-key hits. They sound like they could be a hit. So
I got an idea for a song for you.
what's that?
Well, it's actually a song that will help me heal.
Nice.
How to get by when your kid doesn't talk to you.
How to get by. Oh
Do you know
boy.
how many parents are out there where their children don't talk to them?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. And you can't doubt yourself at that time, man. Come on, did you not do a good job bringing them up? I mean, come on, you can't doubt yourself. This is what happens. Let them grow. They got their own path. You know, our children, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, they are different people. I know like we share blood, but we all kind of share blood. Like we are all humans. You know, people have to live their lives even if they're in your own family. Let them go. Let them go. You love her and you write it and you feel good. Get the resentment out, and I'm telling you, you're gonna attract her back again when it's time. Like, you know, who cares? Write them jokes, Len. Write them jokes. You know, that abortion shit is cold, baby. That's just cold. But even beyond the shock, so that's like a really great punchline and shock joke and whatever. There's got to be other stuff with raising her that's got to be funny. Like what other fun? Like how old is she?
She's 40. She's going to be 45.
Does she have a kid?
Don't know. No one's heard from her in 6.5 years.
Really? You don't even, so you don't know? She didn't have a kid back then.
No.
Yeah, but if she had a kid now, I mean, at 40, that kid would definitely come out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about a 40-year-old having a kid.
Yeah.
That.
Well, yeah. So you got the album
Mm,
and you're writing music, my dear.
yeah.
And what else are you looking forward to in your future? What do you want to accomplish before you move on to the next level in the afterlife or whatever, wherever this ride
What do I
takes
want to accomplish on this earth?
you? Mhm.
I want to be an iconoclast. That's what I see myself. I'm not an icon. I really am an introvert. I really, you know, I like talking about myself because it's just us, but around a group of people, I'm like, eh. Uh, and I also feel that with the world. I feel like the way the world thinks and what the world won't laugh at and the things that celebrities can't say. I kind of want to pop, I want to troll a little. My grandmother used to call me a rascal. I'm a rascal. I feel like a little rascal, and I want to I want to be big. I want to be a big celebrity, a big star, and I want to do a lot of crazy trolling stuff. I want to troll people. I want to offend people. I want to offend people's sensibilities. I want to make people think. I want to push the limits. I want
That's
to.
We need that so badly.
I feel like we haven't had it in a long time.
That's right. We
So
haven't.
yeah, that's what I see.
Carlin and Pryor.
There we go.
Name some others.
Kinnison. Oh man. Even oh god, what's his name? Oh, even you know, I like Chris Rock. He's more present day, but I like that he pushed limits back. And I look at his earlier shit and I like it. I like Patrice O'Neal. I think he was a great. Joan Rivers is in my top 5 of all time. She's on my Mount Rushmore. So people talk about Brave. Nah, bro, that's brave. That bitch is brave. She did not care. Oh my god. Or she did care, and that's why she did it with such grace. And she fucking. Oh man, she never backed down. Oh, I love Joan Rivers. Huge Joan Rivers fan.
And you know, if she saw you on the street and you said, I like your necklace, she'd give you the necklace.
Wow.
She's been noted to do that so many times.
Wow.
And it not just a necklace. You know, she had her own line at QVC, but she cared about the street people. She cared about,
Oh,
she cared about the gays. She cared about, every group of people so much. And that's why when she was up there talking smack on stage,
you could
you
laugh
know,
because you knew it came from a good place.
yep.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. Yeah, these are people I like. I don't I can't say I'm the best writer. I'm not gonna tell anyone that watches this I'm the most wittiest. I'm not, but I really do have something to say. And I there's some a fearlessness streak in me. That's good. I recognize that about myself. And I don't know. I just want to play. I want to
Yes.
play. Yeah.
Who's someone you'd like to do rap music with or
Oh yeah.
comedy alongside that you
Oh yeah.
haven't met or worked with yet?
I really love to work with Drake. I know
That's
that's big. I know that's huge. He talks to me.
he
He said it
speaks
in his, he
you
speaks to me. He said, uh, he said, the power of the mind is not a joke. I said that I would do it and I did. Oh,
That's
I don't
big.
know. Maybe it's in the stage of life I'm in. I don't really like that stick 'em up, nigga, stick 'em up, even though I like it a little bit. I like that gangster shit, but it don't speak to me as much as that conscious, like, whoo. Yeah, and because Drake has swag. He's a cool guy. He's not like some fucking goofy ass whatever. And he says that he spits that conscious shit. I would love to work with him for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, I see myself like you said. The connecting with people is big. I don't really see myself. Can I just be honest? A lot of comics are crummy people. I hate to say that, but it's you guys. Comedy is such a profound art. We have such a important job. It's like such an amazing and blessed. It's such an awesome opportunity to do this profession, and I just think a lot of us are, nah. I don't think comics are good people. I don't want to be friends with a lot of comics. I don't. I have a very small circle as it is, and I do connect with people, and I know it right away when I see something in somebody I like. But comedy's like, oh, you got to be part of the team comedy. Nah, I'm good. None of these motherfuckers like me in New York anyway. They don't book for me for their shit. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about these people. If I connect with you and I like you, then yes. If not, no. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're a comic. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman, if you're gay. I don't give a fuck about none of your groups, people. I don't care about your groups. I don't care about your sensibilities with who you vote for, Democrat. If you're in a group and you identify yourself with the group and you feel comfortable as a Christian or as a this or as a that, yeah, you're not for me. Sorry. I am an individual. I'm an independent thinker. And if you're going to be a part of the group, as long as you know what's the deal, group thought instead, as long as you know what's going on, I can fuck with you. But if you're like a dot robot, nah, you're like everybody else. I'm good.
There's so many people that aren't themselves. They're a spitting image of what they think they should be.
What they're told to be.
Can't do that. Homie can't play that.
Homie, don't play that. No.
No.
Nah.
So you got the album
Mm-hmm.
and you have your own podcast, don't you?
Aiming with
not?
JT Best was just a 10 thing there, and then I
Oh,
got what I'm doing with Christy, and then I just got the album. I have not really been a big deal. Trans Talk, I got a lot of clout, a lot of people know me, but ever since then, nobody really knows me. No one's checking for me. I think when I hit, and I am going to hit, Linda, it's going to be a surprise. I don't think
good.
no one knows me. I'm not really popular. I think sometimes people think I'm more popular than I am. I'm not. I'm not. But certain people know me. I'm doing a big show. It's a pilot we're doing. It's at the Producers Club on Monday at 7, and it's a show. There you go. So I don't care if the government finds out. Anyway, we're doing it, and Artie Fuqua will be there, and Dante Nero, and Derek Gaines, and all these guys on that level. But I don't know. I don't really, these guys know me. They see me perform every once in a while, but I'm not on TV. I'm not on radio. Nobody knows me. So I get their respect, but it's kind of like a low key thing. But one day we'll see.
You're going to be so big, people can't ignore you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
So will you send me anything that you have about what you're doing Friday at that club? Do you have a flyer, or can you give me the details, or should I write them down right now and post that on
No,
here?
so it's on Monday. It's this coming Monday, the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And I will send you that flyer. I would love for you to promote that. That would be really awesome. They can DM me. We're not supposed to tell them Producers Club because it's supposed to be top secret, but whatever. It's for a pilot for a TV network, so I don't get what
Wow.
it is. But anyway,
Cool.
yeah, I'm doing that. I'm also releasing a pre-album special. It's for $5 on my website, which I will also send you details on that. So why am I not promoting this stuff? You're asking me all these promotion questions, and I'm like, I just love the world, and I hate everybody else. I'm not fucking saying anything. I got a pre-album special coming out too, so that's me actually doing stand-up. It's a half hour, and I'm selling that for $5 on my website, and that's to kind of like set the stage for the album. So, yeah, all that's coming out in the next week, man. Yeah, so I'm doing that. Follow me at JC Knows Best. All the is, just look up JC Knows Best. You'll find me. Google it. I come up. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, dude.
Thank you so much, JC Best. I don't want to let you go. I'm lonely. I'm old. I could die at any minute.
Do you have the I've fallen and I can't get up thing set up? You need to set that up.
Yeah, I had that once and I kept setting it off. Don't ask how. Thing was too sensitive. It was more sensitive than me. I'm like, you're out of here. Okay, it's enough for my babble.
Hilarious. You've made me big laugh 3 times. I laughed big 3 times today. This was very well worth it. Very well worth it.
Thank you so much. I love you to pieces. Thank you for letting us get to know you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And thanks, everybody. And I'll see everyone soon.
I'm going to put some afterthoughts on the post. And if you will kindly share the post when I get done.
I sure will. This was
I'll
great.
put your information that you send me and my thoughts, because Lord knows you need a white lady sticking up for you.
I do. Please be my white representative.
Thank you. Love you lots.
And love you too.
Love you, bye.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.